Hi there, I'm Holly and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am constantly getting asked how I make crisp, clean painting lines on my doormats. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use your Cricut cutting machine and a core doormat and how to get those crisp black lines when you're stenciling and painting. First things first, I always get my core doormats from IKEA. So they are called the Trampa doormat. So I find it's the best price for them. I know there are lots of other places online you can get your core doormats, but I've always had great luck at IKEA. So another thing, if you're tuning into this video and you want to make this doormat, I am going to be giving you the SVG file that I use in this tutorial completely free. So this SVG I actually designed for my SVG Club, which is an exclusive club where you get 40 SVGs sent to you every single month for only $3 a month. That's correct. That is not a mistake. I did not misspeak. $3 a month for 40 SVGs delivered right to your inbox. So the fun thing about SVG Club is that every month the SVGs are a surprise, but they're tailored to whatever months are coming up. So for example, I just finished doing October's SVGs and there are a ton of Christmas SVGs in there because I know a lot of you are already Christmas crafting. So there is a link in the description on this video for SVG Club where to go to sign up and to purchase. So you sign up and you pay for the full year all at once, and then all you have to do is sit back and wait for the SVGs to roll in. If you have any questions about SVG Club, feel free to pop those in the comments and I can answer those for you as well. But as a little bonus, this SVG that we're using in this video that was from a past month subscription, you are going to get for free. So make sure you go ahead and download that. The link for that is in the description as well. Before we get into the project, I do want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified anytime I post a video. So let's get into it. So to begin my project, I already have the file uploaded to Design Space. Again, as I mentioned, the link to this file is available in the description on this video. So I just have it here already on my computer and we're just going to go straight to the cutting portion of this project. So I am using the Cricut Maker 3 for my project with Smart Vinyl. So if you don't have a Cricut Maker 3 with Smart Vinyl, I would just recommend using regular Cricut Vinyl. But you'll see here, because I'm using the Smart Vinyl, I can do this without a mat. And I just find this so easy and simple to do. But I do want to move my design over a bit because we're going to be using it as a stencil, so I want room on either side. So I'm going to hit continue here. My maker is going to plug in here and we're going to pick our base material here. So like I mentioned, we're using the Smart Vinyl Permanent. So I'm going to select that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and load my material directly into my Cricut Maker 3. And then my design is going to cut out. Once my design is finished cutting, I'm going to unload it from the Cricut Maker 3, and then we are going to weed our design. So we are not going to weed in the traditional sense where we get rid of the background and we are left with just the words. We're going to actually weed this backwards. So because we want a stencil, we are going to weed out the words. So I'm just going to begin by pulling out every single letter here. And it's very important that you make sure you leave any inside pieces from like O's or A's or P's, anything like that, you want to leave those. Just a handy tip here, this is the weeding tool that I'm using. It's the one with the little hook on it. I actually really prefer this tool a lot better than the traditional curved weeding tool. I find the little hook grabs the letters and works a lot better. Next, we are going to take our transfer tape here. So very important to note, you do want to make sure that you use regular Cricut transfer tape. Do not use the strong grip transfer tape. It is way too powerful for this project and you'll end up wrecking your design. So we're going to cut out a piece that covers our entire design. And then I'm going to show you how I very easily apply my transfer tape without getting hardly any air bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back about 2 inches of my transfer tape. So you see that here, I've peeled back just 2 inches here. And then we're going to lay it over our design and we're going to smooth out that first 2 inches. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull the transfer tape backing off from the back side. So I'm just showing you here, I've flipped it over, but I'm going to flip it back. All I have to do is pull the transfer tape back and hold it down at the same time. This is the easiest way to apply transfer tape without getting it all crinkled and collapsing in on itself. I'm then going to take the Cricut scraper. I'm just going to scrape over the letters, smoothing it onto the transfer tape. I'm going to flip it over and scrape over the back side as well. Then I'm going to peel off the backing from the design. So don't peel the vinyl off the backing, pull the backing from the vinyl. And once that is done and I have the full backing off my design, I'm going to take it, flip it over, and I'm going to put it onto my core doormat. So I'm going to get it into place here where I want it. And then this is where things get a little tricky because this core doormat is very rough, so it doesn't want to stick. So we're going to take our brayer, this is the brayer here that I'm using, and we're going to smooth out the design onto the sheet. And you guys, I'm telling you, this brayer is the most underrated tool in all the Cricut lineup. You have to get one of these if you don't. I actually even have a 10% off code in the description on this video. If you want to get yourself one, use that code and get one. You will not regret it. I use it all the time. Then we are going to slowly begin to peel off the transfer tape. This is a little bit time consuming and you really want to take your time. Like I mentioned, this vinyl does not want to stick to the core fibers, so you have to go nice and slow. And actually, you even want to just kind of roll the transfer tape off of the letters and then use your free hand to kind of hold the pieces down as you're pulling the transfer tape off. This is the important step, and this is what gets me those nice crisp lines. So I actually use a hairdryer to kind of melt the vinyl into the core fibers, and it just sticks so well. So I'm just going around and I'm just pushing the hairdryer down on top of my design, and you will see here when I give you a close-up, it's melting the vinyl into the core fibers and helping it to stick right onto the mat. Another thing you can use instead of a dryer is if you have the Cricut mini press, you can actually use that as well. So this is another handy hack you can use too. If you have the mini press, it works just as well too. The only thing though is you do not want to press the mini press and hold it down for long periods of time because it will actually melt your vinyl. So just quickly once over and it does the same thing as a blow dryer. Next, once I've done that, I'm going to come in with my paint here. I'm using Licorice by Country Chic Paint and a large stencil brush, and I'm pouncing down the paint. So not brushing, not doing strokes. I'm very carefully pouncing up and down. You do not want to brush over the stencil ever. Up and down, pouncing the paint onto the design. I've done 2 coats, and then once it's dry, I'm going to remove my stencil here. And look at these lines. This looks like a professional mat that was made in a factory. These lines are so crisp. There is no bleeding at all. I hope that you will put these tips and techniques to work the next time you decide to make a core doormat, because it is the best way I have found to achieve crisp, clean lines on my core doormats. Thanks so much for watching this YouTube video. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified for my next video. We'll see you on another one. Bye, guys. Hey you guys, so I just wanted to pop back into this video for one extra special thing, because when I was editing the video and I was about to post it to YouTube, I realized that it took me longer to edit and film this video than I thought, and fall is pretty well on its way out. So if you're watching this video real time when I just uploaded it, you're probably already crafting for Christmas. I thought it would be great to include for you a Christmas SVG for my favorite Christmas doormat. So I designed this one last year, so I'm going to give this one to you guys for free. So the link to download this SVG is in the description as well. So you can take your pick if you want to make a fall doormat or a Christmas doormat. The instructions and the techniques are all the same. Thanks for watching.